So we're gonna go set up some trail cams. Wave, Odin.
Huh?
Wave. And watch the Devil's Club. We're just bringing Nugget, and I'm gonna show you how to set up a trail camera in wintertime. And this is tiring. It's pretty darn deep. But I'm gonna show you how to set a camera. I'm gonna see if we could get some other cool shots, and maybe come back and set my live trap and knock all the snow off this tree real quick. And yeah, maybe come back, set my live trap if I see a good sign. But yeah. Well, we haven't even made it down to the spot yet, and we got some deer tracks already through there and some through there. So that's a pretty good sign, and which means hopefully we'll get something on our cameras. But I'm only setting one, but look at all these tracks everywhere in here and a whole bunch down there. So I might have to set a camera here and then go home and get another one. But actually, all the tracks lead right up into there. I wonder if something like beds in there. I kind of don't want to go up there. But I'll check it around up down here and see so where are they to set the camera, and then we're gonna move down to the beach and across the creek and check it out over there. See if we like it there more, but we might set it here. So we got a couple good spots. We got a trail up through there, and then we got a trail up there and trail up there. But I think we're gonna head down here, and right there's a pretty good trail through there. So we're gonna walk.
I wouldn't come here.
Pretty deep. Okay, I guess we're walking through the snow, making our own trail. But we're gonna go up right up in this trail and go back, because it's pretty open timber back there. So I'm gonna see if there's a good spot to set the camera, and if not, then we'll just go back to this side where we came down at and set the camera in there. But look at all these tracks. I think this will be a pretty good spot. We're in the timber. There's one set of tracks here and some mink tracks right there. So we might come back here and set the live trap later, but first we gotta set the trail camera, show you how it works. So we're gonna get back down here a bit and set the camera. But look, here's some more mink tracks. That's kind of cool.
I kind of want both those.
Yeah.
They're not big though.
So it looks like the main pathway for the deer walking are right here, and then some split off and go this way and up and around. So I guess the best spot to put our camera to capture this would be this tree. So basically we get a POV like this. Nugget's a deer. She either walks that way or comes this way. So these trees are all too thin.
Oh.
Those two might work, but most of these other ones are thin. This tree is kind of perfect. Put the camera like right here. Face it this way along this trail, and we'll check it and see what we get. So we got the camera on the tree here. A little bit of snow on it, but I'll brush it off at the end. Watch out. And we got it on the strap. We're probably gonna wrap all this extra stuff around. But this is kind of the POV it gets with the trail along here. And there's not a whole lot of light. This is kind of the angle the solar panel has. A little branch in the way, but it could probably still get some light from up in there. But put this on the tree and start it up and basically just see what we get. But we're gonna put a little stick. We're gonna like actually snap that off, and because this camera's looking down, we're gonna try to stick it underneath there a ways so it's looking kind of straight now. Oops. And just like that, I got the POV right there. But that's how we're gonna set it. So we got the camera on the tree right here. This is like one of the ones where you just put it on the tree and you get the deer walking towards the camera. So it gets an angle like this. Deer or whatever animal you're trying to get comes this way. Sometimes you can get trees that are here and they walk right next to it, but this is not that case. And if you're like peak rut and you need the video of a buck, sometimes this isn't the best way. There's a couple ways you can put your camera on trees. There's this way where the animal comes through just like that. There's another way where, like, if this is your main trail right here and there's this tree off to the side, you'll put your camera here so the animal walks through like that. So you set it off the trail so you get a good video of it walking across the frame. I probably kind of like that one a little bit more, but this is probably just the quickest and easiest setup and spot I could do right now. But so another thing, like in rut, if you need the video and this is like the only option you can get, you can put a camera facing one way and another one on the back side facing the other way. That way you get two videos of the same deer. You get one of it walking towards the camera, and from the other camera you get it walking away, which is kind of cool. But that's like one of the main ways to set cameras. And this isn't really a travel corridor or a muskeg edge or a feeding zone or drinking zone. It's kind of just a spot where they're forced to go to because it's wintertime right now and they can't be super high up in the timber because there's obviously a whole bunch of snow. You can't be in the muskeg because there's a whole bunch of snow. And so this is kind of where they're pushed down to, is by the beach and this kind of this high timber, old growth stuff, because they really have nowhere else to go. But that's like, in wintertime, that's where you will set your trail cameras, in a place like that. So another thing I like about this spot is there's a creek right here, and it's the same kind of like geography on both sides of the creek. It's kind of just open, it pretty much just looks like a bedding area, really. And they hang out in there, they walk around, they walk on the beach to find some food and lick salt off the rocks, and then they walk down to the creek, drink some water, and if it's frozen, they'll actually just stomp on the ice until it breaks and drink some water. But like in the summertime, if you put your camera up there off to the side, you'll get videos of bears walking back and forth across there, which is cool. And yeah, I think that's just a really good spot. Beach right there. Then you got all these high trees, and then it's just open, pretty much open in there. So if you see a spot like that in this wintertime, you should definitely put your trail camera in there, because chances are you're gonna get some cool videos. And there's a whole bunch of mink tracks in there and some squirrel, and I didn't see any marten, but mostly just mink. So I'm probably gonna have to go back there soon and put my live trap up. But that's basically how you set a trail camera in wintertime.